That will be good. And let's continue over here. BEKE. Let's look at BEKE. And BEKE today, it became public, ladies and gentlemen, at 30. It basically came out at 35. It went as low as 31 and went higher to 37.44. You may be asking, David, what the heck is BEKE? What is BEKE about? Well, let's take a look over here, my friend. This could be the last review for today. Right, Randy?
Oh, yeah!
But BEKE doesn't have anything here. Let's look over here. BEKE. Look for it. This is a Chinese IPO, just raised more than $2 billion amid tensions between US and China. This came out 2 hours ago, guys. Wow. So KE Holdings stock shot up 87% in the first day of trading, as CFO tells MarketWatch in its affirmation of our company's culture of transparency and collaboration. Shares of KE Holdings, a Chinese online property platform, soared 87% in a blockbuster public debut Thursday that raised more than $2 billion despite the imminent threat of a hostile U.S. government. The public debut of KE Holdings, also known as BEKE Saofang and backed by SoftBank Group Corp 9984 and Tencent Holdings, underscored vigorous demand for the offering, the largest float by a Chinese company in the U.S. since IPO Inc. raised $2.4 billion in March 2018. These are very good results and affirmation of our company's culture of transparency and collaboration. Company Chief Financial Officer Tao Xu told MarketWatch in a phone interview early Thursday. KE Holdings reported a net profit of $227.5 million in the first half of 2020 on revenue of $1.77 billion. The company combines a traditional real estate brokerage that has existed for nearly 20 years with a real estate service business that mostly exists online. In American terms, it is similar to a combination of RE Max Holdings and Zillow. The company's revenue grew more than 60% in 2019 to $6.5 billion, KE reported in filings with the Securities and Exchange Commissions, while losses more than quadrupled to $308.6 million. The Beijing-based company priced its initial public offering early Thursday at $20 per American depository share, above its proposed price range of $17 to $19. It sold 106 million ADS to raise $2.12 billion. Goldman Sachs led 9 underwriters on the deal. KE Holdings IPO comes fraught by peril, starting with the White House. President Donald Trump and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin have said the administration is considering the listing Chinese companies trading on U.S. public markets, among other penalties.
What?
Xu declined to speculate on the U.S. government's relation with China, reciting the benchmarks of the company's plan to transform the housing, transactions, and services industry in China. Proceeds from the IPO, he said, will be used to research and development, to expand home transaction services, diversify its service offering, and for general corporate purposes. KE Holdings enters a volatile political and economic landscape. Investors have dumped billions into Chinese companies in recent years, even as shareholder advocates such as Council of Institutional Investors warn of risks associated with low visibility stocks far, far away. Case in point, in May, Luckin Coffee said it terminated CEO Jenny Sijia Qian and Chief Operating Officer Yan Liu amid an investigation into financial misconduct that involved fabricated transactions totaling about $310 million at the time. Luckin Coffee, it placed 6 other employees on leave and suspension. And then, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we got with BEKE. BEKE. Not bad at all, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing with the upside on its opening. Let's see what else we got over here.